Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video. Today we are talking about the year 2021. 2021 is a 5-year in numerology, which means that this year is going to be full of adventure, excitement, freedom, travel, I want to say expansion and growth. It's going to be full of this childlike energy and exuberance. It's going to be full of passion and I already say excitement, and the biggest one is change. It's going to be full of a lot of change. The 5 is the middle of the 9-year cycle. So 1 to 9, 5's in the middle. It likes to just shake things up just for the fun of it, just to cause a little bit of chaotic energy, just for funsies, because so there's going to be a lot of changes this year. Expect the unexpected this year. Expect things to just manifest, things to just happen, things seemingly out of the blue to just appear in your life and just, you might have made your peace with being single, but then all of a sudden, bam, 1 week you've got a boyfriend and it's like, right, well, where did you come from? You might be unemployed and struggling financially, and then in a month's time you're doing better than you've ever done. Be prepared for things to move very quickly this year, for big changes to happen in your life this year. We could see a lot of people want to change their jobs, change their lifelong goals, things that they have been studying for a long time no longer resonates with them and they want to change it. Relationships that they've been in. The universe is mixing things up this year, and take it as you may. It depends on your attitude. You can see this as good, you can see this as bad, you can really resist it and not want to let go and hold on really tightly to the things the universe is trying to push out of your life. But it's going to be very beneficial this year for you to just allow these changes to be made. Don't get so caught up in the whys or the hows. Just go with it this year. Go with the flow this year. And do not be structured in your plans. Do not be so rigid in, I'm going to do this way, this way, this way, this step, this step, this step. That's not going to fly in a 5-year. You're going to have to allow the universe to take you whichever way works for the universe. And if you're really rigid in your plans, the universe could be saying to you, hey, I've got a shorter route if we just go this way. And if you're like, no, I'm going this way, I'm doing this, then you're just delaying yourself. And you'll be very surprised at the things that come into your life this year, the people that you meet, the experiences you get to have, if you allow yourself to be guided by the universe. Make changes that the universe wants you to make. So be prepared as well if you have 5 as your life path number, or you were born on a 5-day, so the 5th, the 14th, or the 23rd. This could be either a very testing year for you or a very fun year for you. I feel it's very either or in numerology sometimes, so take it as it may. But yeah, so 5 is also about creation, creativity, pleasure, passion, love, romance. This is a very good year for romance for pretty much everybody. If you are single, if you are in a relationship. If you're single, be prepared to go out on a lot more dates, to meet new people, have a lot more, good times. If you're in a relationship, then be prepared for wanting to go on dates more, wanting to go out more, wanting to do more romantic, lovey-dovey things. Expect your relationship to get spiced up a bit. And just see, just the passion overall is going to be a good year. More passionate for our hobbies, more passionate for life, more passionate for our relationships and our friendships, more passionate for our work, more passionate for ourselves and what we're doing, more motivated to do things for ourselves this year, to make these changes for us. So a lot going on this year. It's going to be a good year. The 5 in Vedic numerology is ruled by Mercury. Mercury is the planet of communication. It's the planet of thought. It's the planet of like thinking, mental stuff. So if your mind feels very racy this year, if you feel very ungrounded, if you feel like you want to see all options of everything, there's just a lot going on up here this year, and it's just because of that 5 Mercurian energy. And just take time to ground yourself this year. Take time to really center yourself. A lot of people who have 5 energy would class themselves as coming under the ADHD, ADD bracket. It's because of this like mental energy that's going on. So don't be surprised if you feel very indecisive, if you feel very confused, if you're trying to see all sides of a situation, if you don't know which way to go in life. Just take more time to slow down. Don't make big impulsive decisions too much this year without taking some time at least to actually think about it, and just learn to slow down. Try not to allow ourselves to get so caught up in, because the mind's working faster than it usually does. If you are somebody who can slip into allowing yourself to think of things like fear, doubt, just take time to slow down, ground yourself, and think best case scenarios in life, and just be prepared for that. Be prepared, your mind's going to feel very racy and very reckless. Money is going to be a very up and down thing this year. People are likely to go from not caring about money, spending it frivolously, not caring about having as much money, feeling very secure, and then wanting to hoard their money, wanting to being very worried about their money. It's maybe going through different cycles in life where your finances are really good and then your finances are not. Money's going to be an up and down thing, and our view on money is going to be very up and down this year. Like I said, one minute we're going to want to spend it, the next we're going to want to keep it. One minute we're going to feel comfortable, and the next we're going to feel worried. Again, go with the flows and try not to be too impulsive. Try not to buy things that you don't really need, and try not to just hoard it either. Try not to be so worried and stressed about it. Mercury and the number 5 loves entertainment. The 5s are like, it's like center stage people. 5 people love to like be the life of the party and be full of like passion and excitement. They love to be like center stage, you know. And so this year you're going to want to seek out a lot of that. You're going to want to seek out a lot of entertainment. You're going to want to seek out things that light you up inside and make you feel fun, things that like aren't boring. And so along with that comes with escapism. This is a big year for people to get caught up in escapism, people to get caught up in gambling, smoking, drinking, drugs, partying. Partying could definitely be a big year. Partying and drinking and stuff like that could definitely be a big one this year, especially if like nightclubs and nightlife opens back up again. All that could be a big one this year. People wanting to escape you felt very trapped. A lot of us have felt very trapped in 2020 because we've had to stay at home. And then once our freedom is granted to us this year, there can be this tendency to want to overdo it. So try not to go out every single weekend, you know, unless you... Anyway, getting caught up in escapism. So smoking, drinking, gambling, exercise, sex, gaming, all this kind of stuff. And just try not to get caught up in it, because it's going to be very easy to this year. It's going to be very easy to want to escape reality and escape like our lives basically. Let's see. There is likely to be an increase in people wanting to travel this year, especially if restrictions are lifted, but which kind of fits really this year. People that couldn't travel last year, or people just wanting to travel just because they can. Again, even if you wouldn't have usually, you're like, well, I can travel, I'm going to take it, I'm going to take this opportunity. And it kind of fits the fact that it's going to be a 5-year, assuming that restrictions and all that and borders and all that open up again and we can travel. So it's going to be a lot of travel. People want their freedom. I would also not be surprised if we see a lot of people wanting to quit their jobs to become their own boss, to become self-employed, to work from home, to start up their own business, to do their own thing, because they want freedom. They want to work for themselves. They don't want to be contained within a 9-to-5 job working for somebody else. You want to be your own boss. You want to do your own thing in life. So a very good year if you have been wanting to start your own business or wanting to do that, then this is going to be a good year for that. And we are likely to see a lot of people get more and more interested because of the Mercurian energy, get more and more interested in astrology, numerology, tarot, psychology, what else? Numerology, tarot, astronomy, all this kind of stuff, because they want to learn more about themselves and they want to learn more about other people. So like when you numerology, you find out what your personal numbers are, you find out what your life path number is and all this kind of stuff, find out your personal year number. You're learning more about you. You're learning more about your characteristics, about your weaknesses and your strengths. And you can learn about other people because you can find out what their life path numbers are, and then you can learn about them and why they are certain ways to do certain things, So we're going to see an increase in that. We're going to see an increase in all this kind of stuff, because palmistry was another one. Yeah. Big key for making, sorry, I'm reading my notes. A big key for making sure that you enjoy this year, or that this year goes well for you, is to seek pleasure in the mundane. 5 energy and Mercury energy, it's like a big kid at heart. You want to have fun this year. You want to approach life with a childlike, youthful spirit. You want to seek pleasure in the little things in life. You want to get back to doing the things that you loved to do as a kid. You want to just view life through the eyes of how a young person would. And a young person doesn't get so caught up in the future and doesn't get so caught up in like how something's going to happen or why things happen and this and that. And to just approach life as though you are a big kid this year. Not saying don't take your responsibilities seriously, but you know what I mean. And yeah, so the last point, with Mercury being a big theme of what I've been talking about anyway, being a big theme of this year, pay special attention to Mercury retrogrades, which are January 30th to February 21st, May 29th to June 22nd, September 22nd, 27th to October 23rd. During Mercury retrograde, it's going to hit everyone a little bit harder this year, and especially those that have heavy Mercury in their astrology charts, and it can make you feel sad, discontent, lonely, withdrawn, doubtful, depending on you and your life and stuff like that. But don't be surprised if these kind of low vibrational energies come in during Mercury retrograde, especially if you are not one that's usually that impacted by it, because like I said, Mercury is ruling this year in Vedic numerology. So if you feel very low during Mercury retrograde, just understand that it's going to pass, and don't allow yourself to get too sucked into it, especially because, like I said, with all this extra mentalness that's going on this year, it's very easy to get caught up in overthinking this year. So try and think high vibrational thoughts, think good, like best case scenario, think good outcomes, and yeah. So I'm going to leave that one there for you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope 2021 is good to us all. Like I said, check out my video on personal year numbers. I'll leave linked in the description for you to check out, find out what year you're in. Also check out my Etsy store where I sell crystal bracelets and stuff like that. I also do have tarot readings available as of today on my Etsy store, so go check those out as well. Alright, bye guys.